Okay, so I saw something the other day. It was basically like a video or an ad, like a YouTube video, and it was basically talking about strawberry legs and how to fix them. And I had to stop because I was so confused by the fact that people even see this as an insecurity. Like, I have strawberry legs and I've never really seen an issue with them, right? And then I started to get pissed off because it came to mind that people are just constantly releasing new insecurities for people to pick up. And it really pisses me off that there's just this constant cycle of insecurity after insecurity that people are constantly going through because of social media and life in general, right? For example, there was this girl that I went to secondary school with, and she was part of my friendship group. And basically, she was ahead of the curve on every insecurity you can possibly think of. Like, she was subscribed to the newsletter of insecurities. It was actually insane. For example, I remember the thigh gap era. I don't remember what year this was, but I remember the thigh gap era. And she was like running around with her phone, and I think Instagram was a thing at this time because I remember she got a picture up and she was like, oh, look at this girl's thigh gap, it's so goals, blah blah blah, like I'm aiming to have a thigh gap like this. And then everyone started looking at their thighs and be like, oh, I really want a thigh gap. And I was an athlete, right? So I need my thighs. Like, there's no way you're running 100 meters without some thighs, right? So I just kind of looked at it and I was like, that's stupid, and I started laughing. And she kind of looked at me like I was crazy. It was another situation where she basically then became like the calorie counting police. So for a few lunches, she had already been counting her own calories. And then I remember there was this one time, I will never forget this. I came in with like lunch from the hall, or from like where we buy food basically. And I just had like a pizza slice and then I think some juice or something like that. And then she looks at my pizza and she's like, Tolu, that's so many calories, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I did not ask you. I was so baffled and confused by this. Like, this is insane to me. Like, I've never been someone that counts calories, like, ever. And the fact that she did that to me, it was like, it felt like she was trying to like impose her own like insecurities onto me. And so I got kind of pissed off and I was like, please don't do that near me. Like, don't talk about my food ever again. And it was just like in front of everyone and it was like a little bit awkward, but I was like, this is not okay and I have to like set this boundary now because otherwise she's just gonna keep on doing it. And I'm glad for her because she is more confident now, but back then it was just so constant that she just had these insecurities that she would constantly pile onto herself and then onto others around her. And it was exhausting up to a point. It was really, really exhausting. But the thing is, like, she wasn't the problem at the end of the day. Like, in the grand scheme of things, she was just a symptom of the problem, right? So if we go back to the strawberry legs thing, it is literally just pause. It's just pause. That's it. And yeah, there's whole videos out there on how to fix it with products. And that's basically the pattern that you constantly see. Like, there's this problem that's wrong with you and you have to go and fix it. And usually everything is packaged into one. So you have this problem that people have and you have the solution, and they're just helpfully putting it together for you and helping you to find out what it is that you can do to fix what's wrong with you. And it comes across so helpful, but it's not. And it's really not a coincidence. Like, it's very much them pitching to you their product majority of the time. And a lot of these influencers as well, they have like these affiliation links with the products that they're giving to you when they're trying to fix your problems. And I think there's a lot wrong with that. And I'm not trying to say, by the way, that there aren't any reasonable insecurities. Like, I've already dropped a video about how I was insecure about my gap teeth. I also used to have like really bad forehead acne. I'm even like do a video on that myself about how to help out with forehead acne and fix that and the products that I use. But when it gets to like extreme things, like there's like belly button surgery and things like that now. There's like moving your ears from being out to being like in more and stuff like that. You've got like height surgery now going on, and it's getting out of hand, honestly. It's really getting out of hand because it's like, how do you even keep up, right? Like, once you've fixed one thing, there's like 3 more things now that you need to worry about because they're just constantly rolling out new rubbish for you to pick up. But here's why it works, right? The thing about my old secondary school friend isn't that she was necessarily the problem, like I said. It's more so just that they have this constant channel of information and she was just picking it up. And it works well because it arrives with this language that sounds like self-care. It sounds like you're caring about yourself. It's like knowing your body, taking care of your skin, all the stuff that sounds right in your mind. And so it doesn't actually feel like an attack at first, it feels like information. And it's like, once you know that thing, you can't unknow it. Even if you're not necessarily paying attention to it at that point in time, it's still ringing in the back of your mind as information now. So you might just see the ad once, but now you're looking at your legs differently. And the churn is very, 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 very deliberate. Like, it's a thing where like you see the ad once and then suddenly you've got like a new insecurity, new product, a new cycle. You're never really meant to get to the finish line. But ultimately my point here is that you can't really win a game that just keeps adding on new rules. And that's not a self-help conclusion. Like, this isn't a self-help video. So at some point you basically need to decide when you're done downloading all of these crappy updates that they're feeding you. And if you are someone that kind of deals with a lot of these insecurities, my advice would honestly be to like get off the internet, because I think that's where now you'll see most of the insecurities that you're aware of. Obviously things can still be fed to you offline, but the majority of it will be online. And I think the easiest way to help yourself to start off with is to just not give it an opportunity to get into your mind to begin with. And yeah, that's basically my opinion on this. Today's tea, as usual, we've got green tea and ginger tea. The green tea is more so for the health benefits. The ginger tea I just add now because it tastes really nice, so yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.